What's up, everybody? Welcome to What's in Your Bag. And we are with Tim Wallace, who is a very busy man, and we caught him for a glimpse of his crazy schedule to talk about extraordinary cars that he gets to take pictures of all day long. I mean, that's rough. That's a rough job to hang out with like Bentleys. And
can I be honest?
Yeah.
I spend so much time shooting these cars. They're just a product to me, and I get immune to it. So when people say like, "Wow, you're so lucky to have that car," it's like if you worked with expensive jewellery all day long, you sort of get immune to it. Yeah.
Well,
you get immune to it.
You know what? I'm still gonna say that it's a pretty cool job you got there. It's pretty cool, but that's really it's not bad. That's right. Well, and you also do very expensive watches and just
I did some watches, done yachts. So it's sort of the prestige end of the transport market in a way. Wow. Watches are the other thing with watches is that watches are very tied into the automotive sometimes.
Yes.
They're tied into racing and they're tied into that masculine, fast, powerful.
Sexy, masculine.
Yeah, exactly. So a watch that's $10,000, it'll be tied into like an image of a Ferrari. So that's where it's blended into me. So that's
interesting. Well, and you take these amazing, sexy objects and you're supposed to portray them in a very artistic, beautiful way.
I think it's funny actually because I actually started from scratch 6 years ago. And the funny thing is that when I first started, a few people within the industry that I spoke to, they said, you won't succeed. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. Because that A, you're targeting the high end of the market from cold, it can't be done. B, you don't live in London, which I don't. I live in the countryside in the north of England because I love it. The next door neighbours are squirrels and it's a forest and it's peaceful. They said, you don't live in London, so that's not going to work. You're too old. And I'm like, really? I'm like, mentally, I'm about 12, so I don't know what the problem. And they said, the other thing is your stuff it's too much like art. It's too artistic. It's like stuff you could hang on the wall. It's not commercial, it's too artistic. The interesting thing is that every client that's come to me, when I say to them, why do you choose me? Why do you pick me? Because there's quite a few of us guys around the world doing this sort of stuff. And they said, we love the fact that you're different because I have a strong style. I really believe, in essence, that the biggest driving force forward for anybody that's trying to be a success is you've got to have a strong style. It's got to be unique to you. It can't be like somebody else. You know, it's got to be unique to you. It's got to be brave, bold, and if you can, it's got to be a style that's like almost next year's fashion. Huh. You know, mine's simplistic and dramatic. Because if you buy a Bentley GT in the States, it's probably what, $200,000.
Sure. Say I buy a Bentley.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
So you buy a Bentley, and it's $200,000. Do you buy that car because it's economical? No. Do you buy it because it's got lots of comfy room?
No.
Do you buy it because it's got a nice spacious boot?
It's image and it's sexy.
It's image, it's power, it's the whole look. So when you buy it, it's an emotional purchase.
Yeah.
It's an emotional purchase. An emotional purchase needs an emotional image.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do.
And all these people that said that you would never make it because you're too different, that's why they wanted you. That is fascinating. Where can people find your work, Tim?
They can find my work on, we have my own business site, which is www.ambientlife.co.uk.
Ambientlife.com. Okay.
Any confusion, it sounds really presumptuous, but just put my name in Google, you'll find me really easily.
Okay. Perfect. Are you on Twitter? Are you active on social media?
I've got Twitter. Twitter is ambient_life.
Okay.
Facebook, again, just put my name in, you'll find me really easily.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it. And we've got 9 classes, I think, on Kelby 1, which always do quite well.
Yes.
So.
Well, if you don't have the huge warehouse that someone like Tim has with a plethora of gear, you can always go to different places like lensrentals.com to rent gear and kind of try out these different things. You know, Tim mentioned the Fuji and the Hasselblad, and I would definitely check out lensrentals.com, but in the meantime, definitely check out Tim's work. He's a very brilliant photographer. Follow him. And definitely check out his Kelby One things. He's got some good stuff on there too. Thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure.
Really appreciate it.